AI has expanded at nothing short of breakneck speeds in the last 1 year or so. The rapid expansion of artificial intelligence is driving up cost of key components like RAM and SSDs, with prices doubling and even tripling in the last few months. The ripple effect of the memory crunch are now bound to hit the broader consumer electronics market. Read smartphones and PCs. Xiaomi, a Chinese smartphone maker, has warned of delays and rising prices. Analysts predict that prices of PCs could jump by 15 to 20% in response. At the center of the squeeze is DRAM, the memory used in smartphones, laptops, and servers. Advanced AI processors, such as those made by NVIDIA, depend on a specialized variant known as high bandwidth memory, HBM, which stacks chips vertically to increase speed while reducing power use. The rapid construction of data centers has sent demand of HBMs soaring. Producing it is resource intensive. HBM requires 3 or 4 times as many silicon wafers as standard DRAM. Supply is highly concentrated. Just 3 firms, SK Hynix and Samsung Electronics of South Korea and Micron of America, rake in more than 90% of global DRAM revenue. All 3 are switching capacity to HBM, which will account for half of global DRAM revenue by the end of the decade, up from 8% in 2023, reckons Bloomberg Intelligence, a research group. HBM typically yields operating margins of 50% or more compared with 35% for standard memory. Investors have rewarded the strategy. Since the start of 2025, the trio's share prices have risen by an average of 200%. But the flip side is that more basic memory chips, which account for 15 to 40% of the cost of smartphones and PCs, are becoming scarcer and costlier. The price for the DRAM found in most consumer electronics, known as DDR4, has risen by as much as 1,360% since April 2025. The impact is likely to be uneven. Apple, with its pricey iGadgets and enormous scale, will be better placed to absorb higher costs and secure supply. Samsung will benefit from in-house memory production. Others are not so lucky. ASUS, a Taiwanese PC maker, raised prices for its laptops on January 5th, 2026. Xiaomi has said memory costs will have a big impact on margins. Car makers may feel the strain most. As vehicles incorporate more electronics, the amount of DRAM per car is growing rapidly. Memory makers plan to spend about $61 billion on capital investment for DRAM this year, a 14% increase on 2025. But new capacity takes as long as 2 years to come online. Moreover, according to experts, 60 to 70% of planned investments is earmarked for HBMs. Chinese producers, which have become big suppliers of basic DRAMs in recent years, are unlikely to plug the gap. They too are focusing on HBMs. For now, only an unraveling of the AI boom could ease the shortage. Consumers may feel the pain very soon.